Let's take a look at how things change when x's step is greater than 1. So as you can see here, each step is 1. From 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But here, we've got a little bit larger step. So what we've been looking at before is what is the growth factor here? Well, since the step is 1, I can just worry about what did I multiply to get from here to here. So I can ask myself 2 times what is 4. So then you can just divide by both sides, and x is clearly 2. So the growth factor is 2 here. This is a little bit different because I now have a step of 7. From 5 to 12 is 7. So I have to ask myself 32 times what 7 times is 4096. So I say 32 times some number, but I have to multiply by that number 7 times to get to 4096. We can see this in our regular equation, y equals a times b to the x. When the step is 1, then x is just 1. You're saying I have some number, and what do I multiply it by once to get it to be the next number? The only thing that's changing here is this step is more, and I have to then multiply by that same number multiple times. Okay, so how do I solve this? I want to first divide by 32 on both sides, and that is 128. So I have x to the 7th is 128. And then to undo an exponent, I need to take the 7th root. So this is asking what times itself 7 times is x to the 7th. Clearly that's x. I need to take the 7th root of both sides. Plug this into your calculator. If you don't know how to take a root with a different index, then there are a couple tutorial videos right below this that'll show you how to do that in your calculator. Okay, so the 7th root of 128 is actually 2. Of course it's 2 because we already knew that from this. Let's look at a couple other examples. So here I've got a step of 3 for x, and I'm going from 4 to 128. So I'm just going to ask myself 4 times some number 3 times is going to be 108. Okay, so let's solve this. 4x cubed is 108 divided by 4. X cubed is 27. And then the cubed root of both sides. And x is the cubed root of 27, which is 3. One more real quick. Let's see, I've got a jump of 2 on x. So I'll go over here. I can use whichever one of these values I want just to get to the next one. So let's say 4/10 times some number twice is going to be 10. And we'll solve by dividing by 4/10. X squared is 25. I'll take the square root of both sides, and x is 5. There you go. You're just asking yourself, how many times do I have to multiply by some number to get to this? In this case, the jump is 2, so I have to multiply by the growth factor twice to get to 10. So what is that number? I can solve from there.